Jackie stars Natalie Portman and is directed by Pablo Larraín and is the tale of Jackie Kennedy 7 days after her husband John F. Kennedy was assassinated and how she handled her mourning and the funeral and just different things like that in her life. I've been hearing some really good things about Natalie Portman's performance, and my wife and I usually go see movies on Thursday nights, the new release movies, and nothing came out this weekend, so we decided to go see Jackie. And I was really impressed with Natalie Portman's portrayal of Jackie Kennedy. I do think this is very Oscar worthy, but I did have some issues with her acting, especially early on. I did think that she was just acting. It was just acting. Like, she did a great job remembering her script and her lines and was trying real hard to like be impressive or just trying to get that Oscar. But then as she eased into the role and as the movie went on, you could really feel like she just got into the role. She handled the mourning and the grief just so well. Her eyes were just like constantly, she was crying. She did a great job handling that. She was strong and also insecure at times. And I really like Natalie Portman's portrayal of Jackie Kennedy in here. And that's pretty much like the only really impressive thing about this film. I do think that the direction for the film was really great. I love how it was handled. I love the feel of it. I love that they had like interviews for her and it really felt like you were watching something from the 60s at that time. But those are like the only things I could really think about that I would take back from this film and really enjoy it. It's not a film I would want to watch again. It's a film that I do think the acting is really great. I love the direction. I love how it was handled. But there are some things that I just, really couldn't get into. One is the score. It is haunting, like the overall story of this film and what was going on at that time, but it's very distracting. It's like the volume is just way up, and it's not the theater. I knew it wasn't the theater. It's the movie. The movie's score is very distracting. It's always in your face, and sometimes it's kind of hard to hear what they're saying because it's just blaring over the whole entire film. I do like the pick for the music, but I do think it's very distracting. Also, Natalie Portman was like the only person that really stood out for me in this film. And you also get Bobby Kennedy and Johnson and his wife and her kids and person who's interviewing her, Greta Gerwig's in this film. There was a lot of people that helped out Jackie Kennedy during that time, and not one person in this film stood out besides Jackie Kennedy. And I know the title is Jackie, but I would like to see some other people shine in this film. So it's like Jackie was the only person really holding this film down when there was plenty of other people in the film and they weren't given anything to work with. They were just there in the background. And at a certain part in the film, it just got boring. It just lost my interest. I was kind of interested early on with how the film was handled, its direction, the acting, but it kind of lost my interest, and it was a little repetitive with giving us information and just trying to be like informative movie. It just felt like I was watching like a boring documentary, just like kind of things over and over again. So it lost its steam and it lost my interest about midway in the film. But other than that, I do think that the acting is really great, Oscar worthy. It started off a little rough, but it ended very well. And I love the style and look of the film. But the actors and actresses that were also in this film, I think that they weren't given enough time to shine or, make me feel invested in like Jackie's relationship with Bobby or the priest or person who was interviewing her. And I also lost my interest in the film and it was a bit boring for me. So I'm going to go ahead and give Jackie a B-. Have you guys seen Jackie? What did you think about it? I'm sure it will be nominated for something. I do think that Natalie Portman is deserving of an Oscar nomination. But we'll see what happens down the road. Thank you guys for watching. As always, the support is greatly appreciated. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. You can also check out some of my lists that are coming out, like most anticipated lists, and I got some more lists coming your way. This is Just Watches Movies, and you stay classy, YouTube.